In Berserk, Griffith talks to Casca about the necklace he wears, known as the Crimson Behelit, but also known as the Egg of the King. He bought it from a gypsy fortune teller many years ago, and it is said that whoever possesses it is destined to have the world in exchange for their own flesh and blood. Griffith tells Casca he will have his own kingdom, but that was 3 years ago. But in present time, Griffith holds onto his necklace as he stands on the battlefield with the Band of the Hawk and several Midland soldiers behind him. Now Griffith gets a report that they've almost finished taking the enemy fortress, but not quite yet, as Raider Captain Guts and his men are still laying waste to the inner citadel. But the problem is, they're being held up by one remarkable soldier. Now Judea says the name Zodd, as he caught a strange rumor earlier. Apparently, Nosferatu Zodd had been added to the enemy forces. As some of the group wonders who Nosferatu Zodd is, Judea explains that Zodd is a legendary mercenary as well as a legendary swordsman. He's said to have killed thousands on the battlefield, and every time a rumor goes around that he's been defeated, he always shows up again sometime later in another battle. And the most unbelievable part is, these stories have been going on for close to 100 years. He's said to be immortal, and that's why they call him Nosferatu Zodd. But elsewhere, in the Citadel, Raider Captain Guts is being held back as his men are trying to keep him from going inside. As one of the men tells him to request reinforcements from Griffith, Guts grabs him by the neck and tells him that if he tries it, he'll kill him. But as Guts is arguing with his men, one of his soldiers stumbles out the Citadel, damn near sliced in half. The soldier's name is Dilos, and as he bleeds out on the floor, he says 2 words, Nosferatu Zodd. Now some of the guys are like, fuck, the rumors were true. But Raider Captain Guts stands tall and tells everybody to stay back as he's going in there alone. As Guts walks into the Citadel, the place is a nightmare as there's mutilated bodies all around him. Guts looks around and he thinks to himself that these men are in full armor and it's like something incredibly strong blew right through them. But as Guts sees a wall of corpses and twisted faces, he finally lays eyes on the culprit in the form of Nosferatu Zodd. This humanoid man thing stands before him as he has a soldier crushed in his hand and 2 more soldiers impaled on his blade. Now upon seeing Zodd, Guts draws his blade and immediately charges him. But with the force of a monster, Zodd flings those 2 corpses at Guts and knocks him back all the way against the wall as Guts now has to face Nosferatu Zodd. To be continued.